Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga po. Noong Abril, ng Abril ay may nangyari pong hazing incident sa PNPA Academy sa Barangay Tartaria, Silang, Cavite. Involved po ay more or less 24 first-year cadet officers na biktima ng inhuman forms of hazing. As of April 7, after full investigation, 3 po ang arrested and charged na kadete ng PNPA. Ito po ay sila Miko Legarda Escalante, 20 years old, PNPA 3rd class cadet, resident of Purok, Maligaya, Davao Oriental. Harold Locob Hehe, 20 years old, PNPA 3rd class cadet, resident of Quezon City. Lance Elroy Guinteran Gay Ramon, 21 years old, single, PNPA 3rd class cadet, resident of Misamis Oriental. They will be charged with the violation of 11053, the Anti-Hazing Act of 2018. Now, para malaman nyo ang nangyari, noong April 3, naka-receive ng report ng hazing incident. 20 or so cadets ng PNPA first year cadets ay sumailalim ng extreme torture. Binuhusan po ang kanilang likod ng mixture ng liquid sosa at muriatic acid, resulting in third-degree burns. Sa ibang kadete ay umabot pa sa kanilang private parts ang asido. Ito po ay hindi katanggap-tanggap. Nakita po namin ng litrato, sunog ang kanilang mga likod hanggang sa baba ay nasunog din. This was done without the consent of the police leadership, but there were lapses along the way in the handling of the case. The Chief PNP will discuss the matter later. Kailangan ko sabihin na hindi ho namin kinukondena ang ganitong klaseng behavior at sa ngayon ay nakakulong na yung 3 and awaiting formal charges. Kung makita niyo po ang kanilang mga picture ay sobrang nakakaawa po. Dahil makikita nyo, nalapnos ang buong kalikuran nila hanggang sa puwet, hanggang umilalim pa. This is unacceptable. To further elucidate the statement on the procedural lapses is Chief PNP Jose Nartates.
So, good morning to each and everyone. Despite of having referred a case for violation of the anti-hazing law, on inquest proceedings involving 24 because 21 were the victims and 3 were suspects in those in this case. Despite of the filing of this case, meron tayong na-named na 7 jandos. The investigation still continues such that the CIDG is conducting their investigation resulting to the identification of other victims and or other suspects or who have knowledge or who have participation in the incident, whether directly or indirectly. So far, meron tayong nakikita na about 7 cadets who are involved and soon they will be charged dun sa court as perpetrators also. And so that is also true with the act that yung ating mga PNP personnel doon. Sino ba ang PNP personnel? From the director going down to the PNC o na nag-manage and or tumitingin doon sa mga kadete. So, marami yon. So, that's for criminal aspect as well as the aspect for the filing of administrative charge. Last Friday, I have approved, or last Friday, I have approved the recommendation of the investigators, particularly the CIDG, and as recommended by the Director for Investigation and Detective Management for the conduct of full-blown investigation, that is for the conduct of pre-charge evaluation to the officers of the Philippine National Police Academy. There are about 9 officers doon, and I have approved it, and of course, may mga proseso tayong sinusunod. Okay, after that. So, as an effect, there will be a reshuffle or movement for the PNP organization, lalo-lalo na ang nandun ay 2-star. Okay? And another commandant that is 1-star, who are subject of the pre-charge investigation that I have approved. So far, that is the update, sir.
Okay, moving on to other matters. Last week, nag-implement kami ng Safer Cities Initiative, and it has resulted in numerous citations, but no less. So far, in the total number of violators in Metro Manila were 6,708. There were 2,584 ang fined. 181 were charged, 3,943 were warned or released. Ang karamihan dito ay drinking and smoking in public spaces. Now, we have a few matters to discuss. Unang-una, may nakita akong feedback sa social media na may umangal taga Barangay Addition Hills na naghahalo lang ng simento at siya'y inaresto. Ako ba'y humihingi ng paumanhin at pupuntahan ko po siya sa mga susunod na araw at sasabihin ko na at ako na po ang hingi ng paumanhin. It was my fault that I did not give clearer instructions on how to do the Safer Cities Initiative. Nagkulang po ako ron. Ang gusto ko lang po, ang tanging hangarin ko ay patahimikin yung mga kalye. Ngunit, dahil sa kakulangan ng aking paliwanag, ay kahit sino na lang basta walang t-shirt ay siyang dinampot. Mali po yun. Nagkamali po kami ron, and I take full responsibility. I will make amends and I will make sure na mag-usap po kami para maklaro ko po to. Nevertheless, the Safe Cities Initiative has begun and it will progress. It will progress to other forms of making the city safer, which I will announce in the next few weeks as we perfect this. Mind you, we will make a study pagdating po ng katapusan ng Abril. Titignan po namin ang focus crimes of April 2025, 2024, kumpara sa 2026. So far, ang report ng aking mga regional directors and district directors ay malaki na po ang binaba ng krimen ng 8 focus crimes sa Metro Manila at sa ibang mga lugar. We expect to do more and we expect it to be better, but don't expect it to be perfect. Again, humingi ako ng paumanhin doon sa naapektuhan doon sa Addition Hills. Pupuntahan ko po siya personal para humingi ng paumanhin at itatama po natin. Pagkatapos po nito ay may command conference kami at ipapaliwanag ko kung ano pa at ikaklaro ko kung ano ang limits ng pwedeng gawin. So, with that, we go with questions.
Thank you, sir, for the question. Ms. Leia Ilaga ng UNTV.
Good morning, Sec. Sir, nabanggit kanina na may kapabayaan sa ilang mga opisyal doon
Kakulangan.
sa kakulangan
Asan? Sa
officer sa PNPA, sir.
PNPA, hindi. Kapabayaan talaga yun.
Kapabayaan.
Kapabayaan
Opo,
talaga
sir.
yun.
Sir, ano po yung specific na naging pagkukulang o kapabayaan ng mga opisyal na nandun to monitor the cadets?
Unang-una, nasa senior officers yan, ay responsibilidad nila ang well-being ng mga cadets. Number two, they have full operational authority in all grounds of the PNPA, lalong-lalo na sa barracks. They can enter any time para mag-inspect. Number three, the crime occurred April 3 and the full information was given to the PNP chief April 7. So that alone, nagkaroon ng lapse. There was an email sent, but there was no other further details. Sinabi lang na may incident, pero walang further details. We are trying our best to institute discipline amongst our ranks and procedural guidance kung paano gagawin. So, pagkatapos po ng meeting na to, ay may command conference kami at yung mga procedural lapses ng dati, i-correct namin and hopefully it will redound down to all the commands.
Okay. Sir, do you think kailangan dagdagan pa yung mga PNP officers na namamahala doon sa PNPA?
Hindi naman. It's talaga, procedural talaga. It is a structure that has existed for 30 years and it has graduated very many fine gentlemen, and General Torre being one of them. But the culture of initiations has to stop. Lalo na yung physical initiations. Lalo na ang magbuhos ka ng liquid sosa at muriatic acid sa isang sa mga kadete. Buti na lang, walang babaeng naapektuhan. Puro kalalakihan lang. But nevertheless, it is unacceptable. Ako po, may fraternity ako nung college, yung Upsilon Sigma Phi. Pero hindi po ako dumaan sa ganyang klase. Yung ginawa po ngayon, this is the worst I have ever seen outside yung mga namamatay, katulad na nangyari dun sa Cavite nung isang buwan. But in this form of torture, this is the worst I've ever seen.
Sir, nabanggit ni Chief PNP kanina na magkakaroon ng reshuffle. Ibig sabihin po ba, i-relieve yung siyam na mga opisyal sa PNPA?
Hintayin nyo na lang. We will make the announcements after the command conference.
Thank you, sir.
Morning, sir. Sir, yung hazing, nangyayari po yan, hindi lang sa PNPA, pati sa ibang mga police institutions, yung training institutions. Katulad nung nangyari sa Mindanao very recently. Meron na tayong anti-hazing law, pero
That's right.
nangyayari pa rin. Anong gusto niyo, sir?
Ayun ang problema ko eh. How can you enforce the law if you break the law at the very basic sense, very basic level? So, this command conference will be about that. Tigil na yan. Hazing does not make you a better police officer. Hazing does not make you more loyal to the PNP. Hazing is a function of ego. Kala nila tigas sila, kala nila matapang sila, ang gusto nila yung mga kalaban-laban sinasaktan. This has got to stop.
Sir, last na lang. Sir, yung hazing, sir, kultura na po yan ever since. Pati po yung mga female cadets, nangyayari rin yan.
We have
paano ma-address yan, sir?
no information pagdating sa female cadets. Just to make it clear, wala kaming reports of sexual harassment inside the PNPA sa female cadets. Wala pa. Wala kaming nire-receive. However, pagdating sa hazing, we will investigate it further and make sure na matigil na talaga to.
Thank you. Next, Third Ann Malonzo of Sunstar.
Sir, good morning. Sir, dun sa Safer Cities Initiative, habang kinaklaro nyo, lalo na dito yung sa mga shirtless, habang kinaklaro nyo, tuloy pa rin ba? O stop muna yung panghuhuli sa mga mga shirtless?
Tuloy ang campaign. We just have better information para sa mga residente at para sa mga pulis. Tuloy pa rin ang campaign na yan.
Sir, initially, sino ba yung mga shirtless na pwedeng tikitan na nasa public? Sino yung pwede namang i-consider, kagaya nung sinabi niyo
Ayun,
kaninang
katulad
example?
yung mga nagtatrabaho, di ba, dapat bigyan ng consideration yan. Pero kasi kayo, sigurado ko naman lahat kayo, o may mga kaibigan kayo, nagpagpauwi, nakikita nyo, nakatambay lang sila sa kanto, di ba, na walang t-shirt silang mga grupo. There is a very small price to pay for civility. Ang sando naman ngayon wala pang 50 pesos. Magsando man lang. 'Di ba? Magsando man lang. Okay?
Sir, kasi yung MPD, pinatigil nila yung paghuhuli ng
Yes,
shirtless.
because of the incident doon nangyari sa Mandaluyong, nire-review namin yung policy niya.
Pero tuloy.
Well, we will review the policy.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next, June Veneracion, GMA.
Balikan ko lang po yung hazing. Ano po ba talaga nag-trigger dun sa incident?
Tingin ko may psychological problems yung tatlo eh. Para maghalo ka ng liquid sosa at maghalo ka ng muriatic acid, tapos ipahid mo sa likod ng kandidato, meron ka ng barbarism sa utak mo eh. Parang sa kanila siguro, I don't know what was on their mind, but the act speaks for itself. It was brutal yung ginawa nila.
Anong reason? Bakit umabot sa ganun?
Ano lang yan? Ang hazing kasi is a superior to a junior. You're imposing your will on them na wala silang magawa. So, ayun na nagiging mindset nila.
How were they able to pull it off? 20, tapos 3.
Oo, ang latest reports ay nandoon sila, in-isolate sila sa loob ng barracks, tapos ginawa nila. May nag-report lang isa, kaya talagang just to show you how gruesome it was. May isa doon, umabot hanggang kanyang anus at bumaba hanggang sa kanyang scrotum ang damage. That's how bad it was. Ganon kasama ang ginawa nila.
Sana lang, kumusta na sila ngayon? Kumusta na sila ngayon?
Okay naman, they're undergoing medical treatment and psychological treatment. But wala naman mamamatay. But the damage is too much, di ba? Sobra yun. And then it's unacceptable. But, to make sure, okay, walang arigluhan dito sa tatlong nahuli na to. I will make sure to the full extent of my capacity na yung tatlo ay will be charged doon sa anti-hazing law, and I will make sure that all the procedures are followed, that all the case build-up is done, and we will charge them, and hopefully, and I am pretty sure, makukulong sila.
Thank you, sir. Next, Aaron Recuenco, Manila Bulletin.
Hello, sir. Good morning. Sir, regarding sa hazing, this is not the first time that this thing happened.
Yes.
Meron pa mga weird talaga na nangyari even before sa PNPA. And you're not the first official to warn or who made a promise na babaguhin. What makes it different this time under you?
It's never going to be perfect, but we are going to be more vigilant. Procedures will be done, cameras will be put in place. Yung mga bagong kadete will be given responsibilities to report any forms of hazing. Siguro naman may moral hazard na sa makukulong. Ngayon lang yata may makukulong dahil sa hazing eh. Ngayon lang eh. 'Di ba? Sa PNPA, sa PNPA. Ngayon lang. So we will make sure na meron kaming upon acceptance to the academy, meron kaming outlets and meron kaming methodologies for reporting any such behavior.
One last, any sir, parang long term or short term at this point and long term na
Well, that's it.
implement.
Exactly. Gagawa kami ng orientation sa mga new cadets at gagawa kami ng pwede silang anonymously pumunta sa kanilang mga senior officials, yung mga hindi mga kadete, fellow cadets, para i-report ko ano ang nangyari.
Thank you, sir. Third to the last, Jason Sigales of Inquirer.
Good morning, Secretary. Sir, on the PNPA incident lang po, are there other incidents within the PNPA that we're looking into? Apart from this one?
That were what?
Are there other previous incidents po ng hazing that have been uncovered or unearthed because of this?
Wala pa akong report tukol dyan. We will get the full report after this command conference.
Tapos sir, on the note po of the victims, 21 pa rin po yung victims?
24.
Or meron pa po bang nadagdag as the investigation?
Hindi, sila na talaga ang fully documented. Pero may 7 pang co-conspirators na sinisigurado bago sila i-charge.
Sir, if I may pivot lang to another matter, no sir? Si former presidential spokesperson Harry Roque responded to your earlier remarks that you would personally arrest him while in Austria, saying that you don't have the authority to arrest him there. He's waiting instead to meet you. Do you have any response? And
Well,
if I may ask then, sir, what's our progress on our request for
Oo nga
Interpol?
Si Harry naman ay canceled na ang passport niya. Pero wala pa siyang red notice. When I say personally arrest, hindi ko sabi ako ang arrest, wala na ako authority dyan. So we will coordinate with the necessary authorities para gawin yan. Uulitin ko, si Harry ako, we have a very close relationship. Pero hindi para ko isaklaw naman ng kapangyarihan ko ang aking responsibilidad bilang secretary dahil sa aming pagkakaibigan. Okay? So procedures will be done and all proper methods will be done if the arrest is warranted already.
Thank you, sir. Second to the last, Marlene Pajernos, DCMM.
Hi, Sec. Good morning
Hi.
po. Opo. Sec, question lang. Yung sa batch po nung mga nabiktima ng hazing dito sa PNPA, first time po ito mangyari sa kanila? And gaano na po, or kung hindi po, gaano na po katagal merong hazing dun sa kanilang batch?
I have no full report on that. Ito lang report ko yung actual na nakita namin.
Yung 7 po na nakitaan, sir, ng participation, ano yung klaseng participation po yung meron sila doon sa insidente?
Yung 3 ang sigurado kami na pinoint out ng 24 na sila ang nagbuhos at nagpahid ng muriatic acid sa liquid sosa sa mga kadete.
Yung 7 Jandos, sir, anong nakikita mo?
They were complicit in one way or another, either in the planning, they witnessed it, or they were part of it.
May profile na yung 7, sir.
We will release it at the proper time. They were all cadets also.
Pero tukoy nyo na po yung laro niya.
They were cadets also.
Apa.
Yung eksaktong participation nila, kinaklaro pa namin.
Alright. Sir, tawid ako ng very light ng ibang topic, sir. Update po doon sa pagtugas kay Atong Ang, sir.
Tuloy pa rin. We're continuing.
Ano na hong pinaka-latest po doon, sir?
Tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Nandito, sir, o nasa
Basta
ibang
tuloy-tuloy
bansa?
pa rin. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Marlene. Last, Karen De Guzman, ABS-CBN.
Hi, Sec.
Hi, Karen.
Apo. Sec, yung update nga po kay Atong Ang, linawin lang po namin, last week po may pahayag po kayo na sinabi niyo po na muntikan na po siyang mahuli. Ano po ito, Sec?
There was a report, actual report of an eyeball contact. Ibig sabihin nun, nakita siya in person. Immediately, gumawa kami ng follow-up operations. Namintis namin, but we will, so ang last report ay nakita siya rito sa Pilipinas. I was personally part of the raiding team. Pumunta ako mismo, pero hindi namin siya naabutan. So,
Region 3.
dito lang sa Pilipinas.
Region 3 po, Sec.
Dito lang sa Pilipinas.
Apo. Pero Sec, earlier po, may sinabi po kayo na may sightings din po sa Vietnam. Last week po yun. So,
May again, as I told you before, raw intelligence reports yun, nando doon siya. But apparently, on that very same day, may nag-report na eyeballs on Atong, so gumawa na kami ng operations.
but yung pag-report po ng eyeball, may picture po siya. Para
Hindi.
na-confirm ba
Tingin
natin?
mo si Patong magpapapicture yun? Hindi papapicture yun. Ano yun? Parang palos yun eh. Diba? Hindi mo basta-basta maabutan yan. But eyeball means nakita niya personal. No, it was in a private place.
And credible po yung ating informant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And, Sige po, may follow-up pa po tayo sa kanya. Dito lang din po sa Pilipinas.
Yes, going on right now. I have a meeting later dito sa command conference. Pag-uusapan rin namin.
So, dinidisregard na po natin yung idea na nasa ibang bansa po si Atong Ang?
Anything is possible. So, lahat yan kasama sa operations namin.
Last na po, Sec. Sec, reaction nyo na lang po dun sa pahayag po ni Isabela Vice Mayor Harold Respicio na tinutuligsapan nyo si Marcos. Sinabihan po niya na tanga at isang scammer. Would this be a merit for motu proprio investigation?
I haven't seen what the Isabela Vice Mayor? Ano ba?
Apo, si
Titignan ko
Isabela
muna.
Vice Mayor.
Let me take a look at it, then I will comment after I see the post that he did.
But for the LGUs po, like for the mayors, may karapatan, okay lang po ba na magsalita sila ng ganun against the
Well,
president?
again, framework of the Constitution is everyone has the freedom of speech. But there are limits. Titignan namin if they pass the limits, if they breach the limits of decency and morality and of the law.
Thank you very much, Ms. Karen. That ends
Okay.
our
Thank you
questions
very
and
much.
answers.
No, he was traveling in a small team. Maliit lang ang team niya na umiikot. Konti lang sila.
Sir, isa lang, clarification. April 3 nangyari, April 7 nakarating sa office of Chief PNP. Meron bang intention to cover up?
Wala naman. The investigation is ongoing, pero ang kanilang reporting to the Chief PNP was delayed or insufficient. Insufficient ang reporting nila. Okay? Okay? Thank you very much. Thank
Once
you.
again, thank you very much, sir. That concludes the press briefing with Secretary Juanito Victor Remulla, Department of the Interior and Local Government.